Went away, especially now that the war has spread to several fronts. It's a different story for Jimmy Pacheco, who tried working again as a caregiver in Israel but decided to return home.
Sana tumigil na yung gera at para magawa ko po yung pangako ko sa kanya and makauwi ako ng ligtas sa anak ko.
Iniisip ko na baka mawalan na ako ng swerte sa buhay ko, bumalik mo natin sa Pilipinas. Yung mga kababayan natin from Lebanon and especially from Israel, contact muna kayo. Kaligtasan muna natin ang unahin natin, wag muna yung pera kasi isa lang yung buhay natin.
Let's get an update on the weather now from Pagasa forecaster Lori De La Cruz. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, and all of viewers and listeners. At 3 a.m. today, the low pressure area that we're monitoring inside Farm was estimated at 305 kilometers west of Coron, Palawan. But for now, it's not affecting any part of the landmass. It's not causing widespread rains because the cloudiness and the rainfall would observe to be offshore. In Bicol region and Quezon province, we're expecting cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms due to easterlies. Then the rest of the country, they will have generally fair weather apart from localized thunderstorms. That's the latest from Pagasa. This is Lori De La Cruz.
Thank you very much for the update, Lori.
Joining us now on Hot Copy this morning, we have with us former Philippine Civil Service Commission Secretary Carlo Nograles. I can't call you secretary anymore, but what do you want me to call you, sir?
Carlos.
All right, so let me call you Carlo. This is one of the David and Goliath races in the 2025 elections. You still have 5 more terms, 5 more years to your stint as the chairperson of the Civil Service Commission. Why did you resign? Why did you risk it all?
It wasn't an easy decision to make, Karen. Naging mahirap para sa akin iwanan or umalis sa CSC. It was a very emotional decision to make. Because ang dami kong plan for CSC. We had already just recently approved the program para magkaroon ng HRMIS system for the buong bureaucracy, for the entire bureaucracy. And it was going to be implemented next year. But I'm confident that as I leave the CSC, with that program in place, it will really bring the CSC to greater heights. And I hope that the next chairperson, whoever he or she may be, will continue this program because it's really a game changer for the bureaucracy, for the entire bureaucracy, not just the CSC. So naging mahirap for me really to make this decision. But ang dami kasi humihila talaga sa akin going to Davao City. And it's really about giving the people of Davao a choice. Because ang dami ng election na dumaan, wala pong choice sa Davao. And so my decision to come home to Davao is really about giving Davao a chance for change.
Okay, now the Dutertes and the Nograleses are 2 of Davao's most prominent political families. But in the last 20 years, the mayoralty race and the post has really been under the Dutertes, right? And your father, at one point, the rivalry was put to rest when your father backed the presidency of former President Rodrigo Duterte in 2016. Carlo, anong nagtulak na sa'yo na gawin ito given the fact that former President Duterte filed first? Kumbaga nalaman mo na siya yung kalaban mo. What made you do it?
Well, first of all, we shouldn't really look at it as apelyido versus apelyido or apelyido A versus apelyido B. At the end of the day, it's really about giving a choice to Davao kasi in the Cebuano language, in the dialect of Davao, when you say halalan or election, the direct translation sa aming dialect is piniliay. Piniliay. So you have to pick, you have to choose. May pipiliin ka. And it's not a real election if wala kang authentic choice, wala kang mapili. So very clear to me that that's why I ran. Kasi ang dami talagang humihila sa akin pauwi sa Davao. Wherever I go, and even in Manila, if I bump into people from Davao, sa mga text messages, sa messengers, sa social media, marami nagsasabi, uwi ka na sa Davao.
Oo.
So, talaga humihila sa akin pauwi. And it's about giving Davao a choice this time around, this election.
Okay, but why now, Carlo?
But,
Why now?
sorry.
Why now? Bakit hindi mo to ginawa noon? You were a representative,
That's true. I could have waited. My term sa civil service is 2029. I would have ended in February of 2029. And along with that is a lifetime pension. But why now? Because Davao needs to have a choice now, because now is the election. Now is karon ang piniliay. Now ang election, and it's about giving a choice to Davao and a chance for change. And there's so many things that can be improved in Davao City na hindi rin pwedeng makapaghintay. Like for instance, the flooding in Davao. Noon sa Davao, ano mga kalsadang iiwasan mo eh. Dahil pag bumuhos na ulan, alam mo, iwasan mo tong kalsada na to, iwasan mo tong kalsada to dahil mabaha dyan. But now, pag ulan, wherever you go, baha eh. And there's an answer to there's a solution. The JICA master plan gives us the solution. The problem is, under the JICA master plan, you need 20 billion pesos